All right, welcome back to another day in the droid life. We're back with another episode of the rundown here, and today we're going to be going over the B2 battle droid rework that we just got yesterday in an in-game update last night. So why don't we go ahead and just jump right on into the rundown for our man B2. So, all right, so here is the B2 battle droid. Normally how we start these rundowns is we'll go ahead and start with the Zetas. We'll work our way over to mods, and then we're going to go head on over to swgoh.gg and check out the full gear list and see what exactly it's going to take you guys to get this guy geared up and leveled the way you're going to want him to be for this Separatist droid rework. So why don't we go ahead and start with abilities and Zetas. With the rework, before, B2 Battle Droid did not have any Zetas available to him. It was a pretty decent kit without it, but now we have added this new ability called Reactive Protocol, and that'll be the only one that he has a Zeta available for him on. But the final text on this ability, it says, B2 has a 40% chance to reduce its cooldowns by 1 whenever a Separatist ally is evaded or damaged by an attack. Whenever B2 inflicts a debuff, all other Separatist droid allies gain 5% turn meter. So, and that is actually what comes with the Zeta text. There is the turn meter part for Separatist droid allies. So I think that is definitely going to be a crucial part of this Separatist droid rework here. B2 is very, very successful at applying debuffs. You can apply debuffs on its basic and on its special there. So, and with its AoE, if it is applying buff immunity, it can actually do that to all enemies at once. So technically, if you're getting buff immunity on all 5 enemies, that's 5 separate debuffs that were just inflicted. That's 25% turn meter that B2 could be feeding to his other Separatist droid allies every time that he's doing his AoE. That's huge. 25% turn meter every single time. And if you have B2 fast enough, the way that this kit is working, he now has a mechanic in here so he can reset his cooldowns or decrease his. So you could be spamming his AoE constantly and just constantly removing buffs and applying debuffs over and over and over and over and over, and just really feeding some really nice turn meter to these Separatist droids. So that is going to be a really, really crucial part of the rework here. That is the only Zeta that we have for the B2 battle droid. So why don't we go ahead and head on over to mods right now and kind of discuss some of the mods you may want to consider for the B2 here. So let's take a look into our mods management section here. Now, right now, my focus on the B2 was tenacity, and there's an extremely good reason for that. Obviously, with B2's relentless barrage and all that stuff, you're going to want to make sure that he can counter and that he's not getting days on him. And you want him to be able to make sure that he's taking all of his turns and stuff. So tenacity is going to be great for the B2 battle droid, especially as a tank. You're definitely going to want to focus on his protection at all if you can. I've got at least a couple of the 23.5% protections. His speed is going to be crucial. So tenacity, protection, and speed are going to be the 3 things you're going to want to mainly look out for. If you can, with B2 Battle Droid, Some offensive set or offense mods would be helpful just to help him pack a little bit of a punch. He is not the strongest droid by any means, so if you can get any extra offense secondaries or even some offense primaries on here, or even an offensive set, that may be beneficial just to help you pack a little extra punch with B2 here. All right, but tenacity is definitely going to be a huge factor here for him. And then the last thing that we're going to look into is the gear that's going to be required to get him all the way up to gear 12 here. So why don't we go ahead and check out swgoh.gg, and we'll look at the gear list that's required for our boy B2. Alright, so we are back and we are over here at swgoh.gg, and we are looking at the full gear list for B2 Super Battle Droid. So right off the bat, straight up from the very first piece of gear that they're listing off here, you can tell that this is not going to be a very fun grind. There is quite a few things that are needed for the B2 to get him up to where he needs to be. The first thing that you want to take notice of is that he's going to need a full 300 Carbantes. If you add that up, that is 6 full crafted Carbantes that this character is going to require. 6 of them. So that's quite a few. You're going to want to start saving those up as soon as possible. Now, obviously, if you're going to be looking right below that at the stun guns, 4 out of those 6 are going to be correlating with these 4 stun guns. There are also 4 stun guns that are going to be required for the B2 here. And when you click on these two, it actually tells you all the locations that you can find this stuff in. I know I haven't shown you guys that before, so I figured I might as well show you that lovely little feature. But quite a few stun guns. Quite a few. These golden eyes, the biotech implants, those are always needed by many other characters as well. So those first 3 you're going to want to start stocking up on as soon as you possibly can, because they're used by quite a few characters. These back to gels, those can be kind of a hassle. Droid Collars, the Droid Collars are raid gear only, so have fun with that one. And then now those Droid Collars, I don't know if those are the raid gear only ones. I believe they are. Let me take a look and see if it is. There is nowhere to farm that. It is only raid only. So yeah, those are the raid only Droid Collars. You're gonna want to save a couple of those up. Nubian scanners, shield generator, that one's kind of a pain. The thermal detonator there is kind of a pain. I think the big stuff's going to be right there at the very beginning there. Most of the other stuff is negligible as far as farming requirements go. So the Droid Collars are going to be huge. Definitely going to need to do your Droid Collars there. The back to gels are going to be huge. These golden eyes, the stun guns, and the Carbantes. So a lot of gear that's required for a lot of other characters. Definitely a tough gear grind to get this tank up to where he should be. Alright, so you're going to want to focus on Carbantes, on stun guns, on these biotech implants, and then on your Droid Collars and your back to gels. Alright, so that's everything for the B2 here. And then why don't we just jump back over real quick to in-game, and we'll go ahead and take our friend B2 Battle Droid up to Gear 12 with you guys, so you can see that go down as well. Alright. Alright, so we are back in game here, and the last thing that I wanted to just touch on with you guys is actually just going ahead and putting this last piece on to B2 here to take him all the way up to gold gear 12. So why don't we go ahead and check the stats real quick, see where he's sitting at. He's got 30k health, 44k protection right now. Alright, just for the base stats there. And then we will go ahead and add this on. This is going to give him an extra 1,000 health, 60 strength, 22 physical damage, and 2% tenacity. So craft. And we will equipped. And then we'll just want to go ahead and click this upgrade. Whoa. Very good protection bonus there. 58,711. We were at 44,000. He went up by 13,000 protection from that protection bonus for gear 12. Whoa. He had a 9,000 base protection bonus just from the gear 12, almost 10,000. That's a lot. That's pretty heavy. So I may do some readjustments on trying to fit another protection primary in there for him, because I feel like if I could put another 25% protection, this is going to be a very, very survivable unit. But yeah, and then let's see, why don't we go ahead and see what this does. Nobody else even needs this, and I've got plenty of them to do probably 2 of them, so might as well go ahead and put this gear 12 plus piece on him as well. Very good. So now we've got the gear 12 plus. Alright, that is everything that I had for the rundown for our friend B2 here. I will be doing a separate breakdown on B2 as well as all of the Separatist droids once we have gotten all of the kit reveals and the reworks. That way I can kind of go into a little more depth on strategy and some droid teams that you may be able to cobble together here, even if it's not just a separate droid team, some theory crafting as well. So if you guys like these videos, please go ahead and hit that like and subscribe and keep living that droid life. Thanks again, guys. Bye.